Ah, now you can hear me right, because I forgot to start everything. More, yeah, it's okay. Nah. Hey, Logi, thanks for the resub, by the way. Thank you, bro. Thank you, thank you. Oh. And what's up, Tony, on YouTube, man? What's up? I need to put on my shoes first. Let's see. I have a good feel. Hey, Zopso, what's up, man? I have a good feeling that we will finalize the Ferrari setup in today's stream. Ah, well. Let's see how it will go today. Honestly, I'm really enjoying the hypercars. Let's see. And I hope you guys had an incredible day so far. The weather in Germany is pretty nuts, so... Hey, yeah, Elo. I'm not sure. I think I will donate more Elo than I'll gain wood. Aber welcome zum Stream. Oh, mate, I don't have that much time today. Like, the stream will only be till 5 PM to 10 or so European time. Because I need to basically head out. Maybe on is there something on Sunday? Like on Sunday I will stream again, basically. That's the idea. And welcome everyone, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Point 4, yeah, we might do it then. Like, I wanna try. I need to learn the hypercars anyway, you know. So, by the way, maybe I found the issue why I had 8 corrupt files in LMU, but it still worked because I was just trying to see if I have any corrupt files. So I went to Steam, checked everything, and it gave me 8 corrupt files. Like, wild. Okay, we have whack. Oh, perfect. 27 minutes. I can do some nice setup preparation. Then let's register. Let's go. I love the livery. Like, you know, the livery reminds me a bit about the F1 liveries, you know, because they also started to paint, like some cars paint and, you know, use a bit of less paint to have less kilos. It's so cool, like, that the fin has also no, like, that it's made out of carbon, you know, like no livery on it. Or foil, or whatever it's called. Let's go. Hey, Audio Man, what's up, mate? Welcome. Yeah, welcome everyone on YouTube, everyone on Twitch. Excited. Boah. Alrighty, let's go in-game. Let me load the setup where we were at. And then... Let me think. Let's try this here. Let me see the zoo. Let me see. Nah, still need to fix it a bit on my PC. Alright. Let's go. Le Mans daily GTP so much fun, it almost makes me want to drive it. Almost. Ah, I see what. Maybe we now are 1 second quicker. Who knows? Let's see. Boah. And you wanna know something funny? I think I will write my master thesis about the theory of socks in sim racing, because the thicker your socks are, you know, when you drive, the less feeling you have in your Yeah, car feeling you have, or the less controlled you can modulate your pedals. Like, that's crazy. So let's try to find the optimal socks thickness for sim racing. Let's see how this will feel. And remember, Gregor, don't get baited again by the motor map on the outlap. So ready, I think there was... Yeah, oi, 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 oi. I'm not sure what he's doing, but I also missed my apex. No, like I tell, like, because I drive with shoes, as you see here, my shoes. You already have a bit of thickness, right? They are not that thick, but for example, now the socks I have on, they are a bit like, yeah, more thick for, you know, a bit of colder weather, but you don't need them, you know, when you are in your rig anyway. So, preferably you need the thinnest socks possible if you drive with shoes, in my opinion. If you drive without shoes, this changes again. So, I think if you drive without shoes, personally, I always still prefer thin socks, but it depends also on the pedals you are using. So, yeah, it's all really complex when it comes about the socks. Yeah, I think we can... Oi, oi, oi. I was too confident under braking. Proper Lance Stroll moment. What's your guys' take on the Aston Martin in F1? Do they really just want to sandbag or do the biggest sandbag of the world or not? Yeah, mate, even without the haptics, mate, I feel less comfortable with thick socks in the shoes. Like, it's pretty interesting. And welcome everyone who's just tuning. I need to reduce my power. This is a really funny corner, because normally you would expect to lift completely... Oh, he respected the blue flags. What a legend. Yeah, audio, right? Like, I'm really wondering... normally, I think if you have some, like, joker cards, if you want to speak in card terms, like, you would do a poker face. But you wouldn't look so devastated, right? In my opinion. I need to tighten my shoe or it's too loose. Let's go 60. Yeah. 4 GT3s have better braking performance than what I have. But yeah, I think we are on a good window with the setup now. I went back on the one-click higher wing. And I just need to learn that I shouldn't drive this corner. So aggressively in terms of cutting it, you know? This is a corner where I also need to try to carry a bit more entry speed. That's the perfect timing to tie. Okay, my steering wheel is shaking, not good. Can I make it with one hand? Hey, Chris. Yeah, more hypercar. Okay, I need to hold it with my... Oh. Bro, I'm so stupid. It was the most stupid thing I did in the last 2 days. I get a vaccine yesterday, and I need to be careful to not hurt my left arm. What is Gregor doing? He takes the steering wheel and it hits 20 times against the... Ah. Lovely. Lawrence will look like... I mean, you know, what this teaches you actually, in my opinion... Yeah, you better go to the true, mate. Definitely. I might need to do it. Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, they have so much money, and still this happens. Okay, interesting. I mean, the traffic doesn't help me that much, but on the other hand, it's also good to test out the... Like here, for example, I need more front end. Let's try it around the outside here. It's better for sure than yesterday, I guess. I still have a planted rear, which is incredible. And here... Yeah, next step should be good to test. Our quickest lap time from yesterday was a 29.5, and we need to get a 29 low. We have the battle against Quantum from our community. Yeah, Alonso and Honda make exactly was or is never a good combo. I just hope it's like just a nightmare, and then they wake up at... Okay, my friend, what's your... we're literally glued together for the entire corner. I have to say though, sorry for the Porsche, I think it was. I'm just wondering, like, yeah, maximum. Like, if they really are like so much off at Melbourne, then I'm just so sorry for Alonso. I mean, at least though he got some podiums with Aston 2 seasons ago, right? You know, like here mid corner, I think if we get a bit more aero on the front. Hello. Okay, I need to close the blinds here. I don't see that much. We have 17 minutes to adjust. What's our sector time? Alright. Okay, here you want to cut the inside curb more so you really can... Oh my god, what a rejoin. Okay, I will be friendly, let's see. Maybe... Wow, the blind's crazy. Alright, and welcome everyone who just tuned in, guys. I hope we'll have a nice race, a nice stream together. This looks like a hypercar. Yep, that's a hypercar. Okay, yes, he... Oh, nice. FLB loss, someone joined the server. Yeah, now the sun is coming out, of course. Bro, this is too much realism. Where did I get this piece of software or hardware? Yeah. We need to increase the front end a bit more in the high speed. But let me go. Oh my god, close the blinds. I can't even look at it. Welcome. Oh, 10 times better. Where am I? Let's go quickly into the setup. I need more front end in the high speed, but for first new tire. What do we do for front end high speed? Do I want to use the dampers? Not really. Let me think. It's mid corner. Let me try something a bit more crazy. I'm not sure if it will work, but it's try worth. Mate, I'm happy about the sun if I want to go out, you know, but the problem is I'm not sure what my thought process was when I planned where my rig should be in this room, because it's literally, you know, it should be, the problem is if I do it the other, like, if I turn it by 180 degrees, it will be here against the table and against my monitors here on the desk. So, I don't know, but we are here now. Nice, no traffic. I'm really looking forward to see how this feels now, actually. Because it's a different theory I'm trying to test. And then after today's stream, you should be able, like, I think the setup is in a good window after our last 2 streams. Oh, this one free. Ah, okay, yeah. I mean, it depends exactly also where your room is relative to the sun, at what time, you know. That's a good point. If it would be in the other room of the apartment, then it would be the same as you, actually. Okay, okay. My battery is again striking. Hello. That's like what I personally struggle, is to have an eye on the battery load in the outlaps. Like, I still need to be super careful here because I just have still a full battery. The recuperation or whatever it's called is not working. And now 190, it kicks in. Let's go. Is it really so bad? I mean, lol. Why is my dashboard not working? I have pedal force feedback, right? That's super weird. I mean, SimHub is on. Wait, okay, wait. Something is weird. No. Yeah, lol. See? I have no... Something is broken. Let me see what's going on with SimHub. Okay, I'll restart SimHub just maybe. Let's see. SimHub. Pretty weird. I'm surprised. Okay. It's loaded now. Let me see. Do I forgot anything here in the options? On. Let's see if I press drive. What does happen? Huh? I'm confused. Do you have any idea, guys, why my SimHub is not working anymore? Yeah, night vision, exactly. It's, for some reason, it doesn't connect with LMU. Do you have any idea? Oh. It felt like on the start it worked. Do we need to restart LMU, maybe? That's super weird. Everything starts to disintegrate. It's full screen, but... And hey, Coconut, what's up? Oh my... Just please. Everything. No worries, bro. We all know that feeling when we forgot that we have caps on. Don't worry. Alright, let me see. It's what could be possible? Like, I will also close now SimHub again. Where is SimHub? SimHub. There you go. I'll close it. And it says waiting for data. It says game is properly configured. Like... I'm just wondering. Let's see. I'll restart it quickly. Sim Magic. Waiting for data. Something... Is it then with the shared memory or what? Let me quickly... I just need to do one exit to see if it feels right. So yeah, if any one of you guys have some experiences with... I think SimHub uses the shared memory. And welcome, Sport. Let's see. Nope. It's still not working. Bro, what the heck? See? Okay, what could be this? What could be the problem? It's for sure when I check the game for verifying the files that something weird has happened. What do we think? Like if I go now into SimHub, yeah? It says waiting for data. I think so. I think it deleted the plugins. So how do we get it back? I think it really deleted the plugins. So is there like a way in SimHub that I can just reinstall it? I mean, I can reconnect them. Because like if I go into race weekend and start a session like this, look. Here. You'll see really well Simagic haptic, like it every, like, even the, you know, what's it called? The steering wheel dashboard is loaded, but it doesn't get the data from the sim, you know? Like, look, now it's still 0 kph and I can do this and I have no force feedback. You know? Let me think. What do we have as an option here? Maybe if I de-enable plugins. Well, obviously it won't work. And now if I activate it maybe again. Yeah, enjoy. Not replay. Nope. It's still not working. But what could we do? Is there anything like you can check in SimHub if everything works? Okay, plugins folder in the game files. Okay, let's go. Lemmo Ultimate. Let me have a look. Settings. Plugins. I have a LMU shared memory plugin, .dll, and an rFactor 2 shared memory map plugin. But they are both old, like 2020, like the 2020th of May in 2023. It's super weird. I'm so confused. I am so confused. Let me try this here. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Let me see if this is working now. Yeah, if any of you guys have some ideas how we can fix this, would be cool. That would be for sure cool. Otherwise, I need to drive without FFP, which would make... Yeah. Nope. No sim hub. Okay. Let me check. Sim hub doesn't... is waiting for data. Yeah. Waiting for data. Let's see. Do we think AI knows the answer to our problem? I mean, I can configure the game manually. Maybe we will do this. Let's do this actually. It could be really that we need to configure it now manually. Let me see. Let me see. So, if I want to configure it manually, open instructions, readme, copy the blah 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 into, yeah. If you notice an issue, please report the crew chief. How to? I'm super confused. Let's see. I mean, I can try to copy it again. Maybe it's just corrupted. Let's see. Maybe. That's the only thing. Let's see. Navigate your LMU plugins folder, blah blah blah. Look for a file name. Yeah. If it's missing, okay, blah blah blah. Navigate. Okay, it says I should... Wait, that's interesting. It says I should navigate to LMU. Okay, let's have a look here. Limo Ultimate, user data, player. And then I should open custom plugin variables JSON. Okay. Open with Notepad. Okay, let's have a look. Enable. Okay, it says if enabled. Okay, enabled is set on 1. Okay. Okay, let's see. Or did they do something with the anti-cheat that SimHub isn't working anymore? Like, but then it wouldn't start LMU, right? So let's see. Yeah, I'll try what I try. You have snow? That's wild. Let's see. I'm super confused. Like, why shouldn't it work? How much time do we have actually? Yeah, lol, okay. Worst case, we will drive without force feedback in the pedals, but yeah. I replaced now the .dll file. What does it mean, Leon? Wow, that's wild. Let's see. Oh, I think now it works. Yeah. Lol, let's go! I just... Nice. It was the... Oh my god, I'm lucky. How lucky am I? Ha! You're back. Perfect in time. Easy is the myth, the legend, you know. We are back. Let's go. It was literally the affect of... If this was the reason, then Delta should also work again. Come on. That would be so dope. If Delta could also work. I mean, it makes sense that there is something going wrong on my PC, you know, so let's see now. I'll start it. Let me see. Delete. Oh, I hope that will be such a nice coincidence. If this is like the reason why it didn't work on my PC. Just because one plugin with an update, I guess, just got like a bit corrupted maybe. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. If I press now drive here, does it detect the session? If I press start driving, let's see. Okay, no, then it's still something different. Well, good to know. I'll do some troubleshooting later. But we are at least in the practice. And what can we do? We can do two things, right? I'll go into our setup. I'll load our array set first, okay? Then, bam. What did I want to do? I wanted to increase the front end in medium to high speed. By the way, it looks quite funny in the dark, I have to say, the pedals. Let me think quickly. What would be a good option? If I want mid-corner rotation and I don't want to sacrifice my slow speed traction, let me think. Okay, I'll see if this works, but yeah. And then we need less fuel. Let's go 4 laps. Bam. Come on. So who do we have in our split, guys? We have Julian Klaffenberg. The guy who was aggressive. Daniel Gottschalk. Then we have Letelier. Yeah. Interesting names. Let's see. Let's see how this will go. Berlin has... What do you mean? Regarding so or what audio? Yeah, someone is in the Glickenhaus, yeah. Gabor Sabo. Like, massive respect for driving the Glickenhaus, man. Oh, it's so nice. It's great. Like, you can get used to not driving with like force feedback on the pedals for sure. But in the hypercars, it's even more cool than in the GT3s. Like GT3s, you need to think about it. It's like the ABS, which just basically helps you to know if you're in the ABS or not. But it doesn't really impact that much, you know, your driving. Compared to, you know, the hypercars. Like hypercars, you don't want to lock up. Scriptless, it's just basically mounted on my... I drilled some holes into the SimLab plate, you know. So yeah, no base plate. I'm actually not the biggest fan of base plates, actually. I hope the changes I did here will make the car just more turning in the high speed. But I feel good. Let's see. Full motor map on the quali outlap. Let's see. See? I really feel it when the sound essentially gets deployed from the lockup. The same moment, I think I don't even have like a high delay in terms of the force feedback on the pedals, you know? Okay, this is the thing. This was now not related to the battery. I need to watch out for this. Like those mid... I need the mid-corner stability still, you know? Let me think, what did I adjust again? Yeah. Let's see. Come on, let's go. Bit of a lock up, but it's not that of a big deal. Well, I mean, it depends. If you're new in sim racing and you want to learn prototypes and you want to get used to the speed, I mean, you can use the you know, the what's it called? The driver assists to drive them with ABS, but at some point you should deviate from that because it's a completely different experience to master the braking for those cars, you know? And I'm up for the challenge to be one of the... I want to become one of the quickest drivers in hypercar, so that's the target. I'm not like this. Okay, now we have a bit more stability on the rear. On the power, nice and easy, open the steering. What's your favorite car script list so far? And welcome everyone who just tuned in. Yeah. I'm looking forward for the race. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Ah, not bad. Yeah, I want to risk it. Come on, let's go up on the rear on one. Yeah, okay. Okay, here I'm underdriving the car massively. I need to carry way more entry speed. Corrosive. And you will also have a feeling of that you really master the car, how it is, you know, than with assist, if that makes sense. We don't care about the invalidation. We are learning. You see, never trust the... Okay. Secret line unlocked. Like, I think the ideal line is the worst driving assist, actually. Like, if you really want to learn properly, you need to start learning without the ideal line, in my opinion. That was nice supermoto drift. Like here, the softer arm on the rear can help you with the traction. And here, I just don't have the initial front end bite, which I'm missing. So yeah, maybe a bit of a damper issue. Now this was too late. Yeah, I'm a bit confused regarding this corner. Let me save some virtual energy. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I don't think the call I did there... I tried to get more rotation with the Packers, but the problem is it helps a bit in the high speed, but for some reason the impact is also quite high in the medium speed corners, which I don't really understand why. Like slow speed also there. Oh yeah, I see. Like here you feel, let me go down on the up, all around. A bit better. Yeah, I need to reduce the packer again on the rear. It's just not worth it. Yeah, the rear pack has, sorry, the rear up is so nice. It's okay. You can do the 28. Oh. Really? Oh my god. Funny, funny, funny. As if we didn't have enough virtual energy. Okay, this will be an interesting race. But, Robbie, this is a massive skill issue. This is a massive skill issue, my friend. Let me load the normal race setup again and do the adjustments. I was pretty confident that we have enough fuel. So I will say easy. Yeah, Karosi. It's wild. It is wild. Yeah, I mean, that's my problem, Izzy. Like, the rear packers, they just are useless almost, like, in that regard. They give you a bit of high speed, but they take all the mechanical grip away. It's wild. And I'm just thinking what else I could do to mitigate the...
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Oh well, let's see, 79. That's fine. Hey Left Terrace, what's up mate? How are you? And welcome everyone who's just tuning, guys. Almost 100 people together on YouTube and Twitch. You're legends. Oh. Let me think. Before I think too long, okay? New tires. Yeah. Less brake bias. Let's see. Maybe I tweaked the damper. Okay. Yeah, come on. And go one aggressive click on the front dampers. Let's see. Full fuel. Bam. Let's go. Boah, I'm excited. Below. Friday is always ELO donation there, you know? Bro, just... What are they doing? I think... Man, I'm waiting for Colombo. I miss him from my races against him. Bro! What the hell? Why is he driving into us? Alright, doesn't matter. We have a race to work on. Okay, I'm on... Please, Izzy, remind me to go down on the battery on the next step. Otherwise, I'll again empty my battery or forget something. Let's see. Reaction test again in 3, 2, 1. Never mind. Okay, nice, nice. The nitro is already on. Oh boy, okay. I want to go for the outside. Alright. Some nice positions donated. Okay, don't cut him off, don't cut him loose. Now go to the here. Yeah, okay, moving under braking. Don't clip my rear, thank you. Okay, 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 okay. This is some... Yeah, thanks for the rear damage. Bro, this crusher guy has literally an interesting driving technique. I had to go on the power at the before the apex, so he doesn't drive into my rear. Well, at least I have now more rotation. Yeah. You know me, guys. Nothing happens without a coincidence, Kappa. Okay, let's go. E6. Yeah, thank you. Let's try to stay at 140 maybe. Oh, I need to go down more. Let's go 100. And just remind me if I forget if I need to turn it down or up again. Okay, 2 seconds to P1. I want to get on the podium on this race. Arrow wash is real. Holy moly, man. Yeah, the gap to the cars behind is increasing. I need to try to get him on, yeah, if possible, next lap. Oh my god, he really goes for it. And that was nice. That was really nice. Thanks, Sander. Yeah, we need that. And I'll defend into turn 1. Oh my god, he really wants to squeeze me. Nice. Come on, P5, let's go. What a race. The adjustment in the I'm not sure if now the rebound click I did for the race set is the reason why the balance feels better, or if it's the damage. Okay, let's try to, I think fuel was 42. Nice and easy. Purple sector, let's go. Where was this a cut? Okay, they fight, which is great. They will be already 29, but we need... We did lose time on the leader, I think, this lap. Maybe 2 times maximum. With the defending. Yeah, nice, okay. We are in for a good race, hopefully, fingers crossed. That was really close before the lock up. Nice from us. Ah, the curb really pulls us out. Come on. Nice. Yellow flags. Okay, GT3s are still on the straight. That was a good lift. Nice. Looks like we are good in this sector. Come on. 0.8. Let's go. Yeah, we have a bit of top speed loss on the damage, I think. Oh my god. He will definitely move over, right? Yeah. Okay, what should we do, guys? Inside or outside? I think I will go pretty wide. Oh, moving under braking. Good job, Max Verstappen, man. Honestly. And now the BMW comes from behind. Yeah, we lost a bit of time to the P1 and P2 guys. Come on. Do we see the rear damage? Look at our rear. What? Why did this give us so much damage? And we have a nice race though ahead of us. Come on. Almost trying to drive like a... Oh! Yep. Okay. Where are they? Yep. That was so obvious that they will crash out. Nice, Izzy, nice. Maybe one more click, what do you think? Okay, we know this guy ahead is aggressive. Okay, come on. Yeah, no brakes. We don't need brakes. Okay, 20 heads. We can go the pace. Sure. Yeah, definitely more confident than him on the brakes. Ah, that curb pulled us out. Come on. Oh, yeah. He's struggling. Honestly, I don't even care if we can catch the cars ahead, be it because of traffic or whatever reason. I don't really want to fight him. Like, he takes anyway everyone ahead out. Oh my god. I already saw the Porsche in my front. Up on battery, okay, thank you, Izzy. You really saved my race already. Give me a bit of... That was a nice save. Yeah, you really don't want to cut the inside curve like in the GT3. I mean, it makes sense. Let's chill here a bit. Okay, that was my mistake. At least we have now a bit better arrow now. Arrow variation, I mean. Oh my god. Luckily they have ABS. Yep. Well, good job, Ferrari. Go into our side. I guess the Ferrari head is also happy that he has now a bit of a more balance. Arrow. Oh my god. Around the outside there is crazy. And you have literally no time to think. And the traffic costs us a bit. Now we should be able to catch him, I think. We have 1% less virtual, more virtual energy, so that's good. We need to go up on the battery again, right? Yeah, exactly the second with the traffic. I need to do a Karosi. I always forget it to turn on. Oh my god, BMW. There we need to go for the inside. Okay, he parks it. That's good for us. Please, no! Oh my god. You literally almost lost it ahead of us. That was close. Okay, the race will be basically against this guy. Up again, even more, okay. I'm surprised we need to go so much up. Well, let's go maybe a bit more aggressive here. And we can go back to 100. Nah. The problem is, because those cars have ABS, we can't really send it here. Like, they will be better at the end of the braking zone. The good thing is we save more fuel than him, so if we can now extract a bit more pace out, we'll be after the pit stop ahead of him. Come on. Yeah, that's true. Nice apex grabber. I need to work a bit on my last corner, but let's see, what do they do top speed wise? 2.1 seconds now behind. We didn't lose too much. Yeah, we gained actually a lot on P2, let's see. If P3 and P2 fight will be Giga. Oh, we need to see now what we can do. Okay, the car doesn't like the curb there too much. We can also do the 29 lows. Yeah, massively, right? I'm also a bit like... It's wild how much you need to manage it. And although it's worse in those cars, like I think LMDH is better like the BMW. The battery is always working, you know. Let's see how good was this exit. Okay, they do 29.5, 29.9. Okay. That's okay. Like there, for example, we need to hit the entry a bit better. Let's take the cut there. Like what I want to see now, if we go one click down on the up here to P3, what will happen? Down on battery, really? That's wild. Let's try a teammate and see how it develops. That was the best so far. Let's see how much I can extract in this next sector. Like here my problem was, I think I need to be a bit more early on, like I need to be initially wider but do the turn in a bit earlier. Exactly, Izzy, exactly. That was really nice under braking. Nice, come on, Gregor. Oh, he spun. Oh, come on. Nice. Okay, that will be a 0.4. Red Bull car rejoin, exactly. I hope that's not Isaac Haja Melbourne Simulator. Man, that was such a good lap and then I got irritated by this hypercar. What the hell? What? Where? Who threw bananas from Mario Kart onto the track? Is there some new oil simulation which makes the track a bit more sketchy? Well, I take that. What do you mean, Mr. Left Harris? I see, how much did I lose? Oh, mamma mia. Okay, I'm a friendly driver this time. Meine Güte, yellow flags! That was invalid overtake, my friend. Was it really not an invalid overtake? Okay, they have more top speed. Wild. Okay, wait. Come on, P2 is the target. We have the pace. Oh, yep. Nice squeeze, bro. Oh my god. Bus simulator. Let's go. Yeah, maybe good point. Oh yep, rock braking marker. Oh, look! That was the slide because he didn't think this would happen. Oh, come on! How unlucky can we be? Yes. But the good thing is we have less fuel to refuel. Oh. Come on, go around the outside. That was unfair. Bro, that was crazy. Braking. Oi, oi, oi. More. Let's try the net code out. Come on. Slipstream service. Man, the net code is crazy. Look at. Hey! That's not fair. I should have not less top speed than you, my friend. Okay. I forgot that I'm in the wrong. Okay. Yo. Just Izzy, remind me to pit. I will forget it. The race is too intense. Then you'll go for the inside. Oh my god, I love hypercars. He wiggled, yeah. Hey, George. Yeah, I'm also surprised. Oh, okay. I need your help, guys, then tell me when to pit, otherwise I'll forget it. Oh, under pressure. Okay, we need to pit next lap. Alright, next lap, I think. One lap. That's risky otherwise. Boy, what an intense race. This is the way we need to attack the curb. Exactly like this. Already lift here early because... Oi, 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 sayonara. That's why you need to run. Okay, okay, okay. Nice livery. Nice livery. I don't... You know what? I'm all... I can't repair, right? Okay, we can go at least 400 for lap time. But did you see? This is actually, guys, something you can really learn from his mistake. Okay. Let me explain it in the pit stop. Because it's a really good thing you can learn from there. So, let's go into the pits. Box, box, box. Please no stop and go. Let me just chill a bit. So, you saw what I did. I lifted before, you know, the GT3, so I can drive around the hypercar with, around the GT3 with throttle. And what he forgot to do it. Like he went fast in, like he would do anyway. Lord Klaffenberg got new tires. He goes for ultimate lap time, I see. Because it's exactly 12 seconds, you know. So he will have cold tires then, no? If you change, or did they remove it? Let's see. Yeah, Matthias, he can say thank you to the runoff areas. But always in those high-speed corners, lift before so you can drive around the cars with throttle. Other than that, if you lift and drive around that alternate line, you will spin. Like, this is like a really key thing you can learn from this scenario. Because look, you're lifting here and then you are always a bit on the power to lock the rear diff. But if you do like he did, lift completely to get the rotation, and then you will spin most of the times. But yeah, looks like they have also tire warmers, right? Exactly. Let's see. Unlucky. I mean, at least for the race, they should turn them off. Oh, come on, let's go. And welcome everyone, thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the stream, feel free to leave a like and follow. The downshift feels like playing an instrument, you know. Ba-bam, ba-bam. And thanks again for tuning in, guys. Really nice that you support the stream. Like here, lift earlier so you can drive. Even here, if necessary, with power through. Like normally, you would want to make the car even more aggressive so you really need to use the throttle to maintain more speed, you know. But it's pretty rough. If you need to then overtake someone and lift more than you would normally need to, then yeah, you are done. But yeah, I think, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm starting to develop like a feel for the brakes. There's still some areas in the setup I need to improve. In terms of lap time wise, but drivability, I think we are on a good spot. Like, if you want... Like, this can do for sure 0.3 without damage. Like, even with this one, with this version you see, look, after the pit stop, after the heat cycle, I still improve. So even with the damage, I think I could have done a 0.3. Lol, quicker than P1? Nice. That was a crazy purple, by the way. Okay, Gregor, this was too much. I wanted to see how it felt if I tried to brake a bit more aggressive over the rear axle. It's like super, like almost, it feels like almost, you know, if you watch like MotoGP, when they have like the rear wobbling around on the limit of the brakes, this is exactly how it feels. The rear is like dancing around, but it's still not like spinning. It's pretty fascinating. Yeah, I hope so. Well, we're getting there, like pace-wise. I would say we're in a good window. Like, I think if I adjust the setup again a bit more for the high speed, just slightly, I think a click or two is necessary in changes. With good tires, a fresh car, we might can get into the 29 ones. Which would be nice for the first week of hypercars. Yeah, it helps. But you see, I'm already on the verge of brake bias because of how the rear is moving around, you know? Like, let's look at our tire wear. It looks not too bad, actually. Like, here I already felt in my brake pedal with the FFB that I was on the verge of locking up. So that's why those force feedback pedals for hypercars are really good. You see? Always with almost a bit of throttle. And because I still need to lift completely, that shows you that there's still potential in the setup to make it a bit more aggressive. Like, you don't want to drive with full lift, like with a lift through it. And looks like really Hex. Like here again, see? You hear the sound and I feel it in the brake pedal and I could keep it almost there. Just a bit more front end bite. Oi, 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 my Lamborghini friend. Thanks for letting me buy. That was ultra friendly, actually. Didn't expect that, bro. Who was that? Shout out to him. To Turbo. I mean, I think overall the GT3, like now the hypercar tire model, I would recommend to learn the hypercars. Like, they are more fun to drive and more intuitive. Like, let's see, lift, see. I need more rotation still there. Then bam, on brake. Threshold braking around the ABS. ABS, yeah, bro. You know what I mean, guys. Oh, please give me the right decision. Oi. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. I'm still there. I think we're exploring a bit the different liveries we have here. Okay. He wants to go side by side. Oh, he's lifting. What a friendly grabber, Mr. Akka. But I have a... Do you think, guys, we lose... I mean, on the one hand, I think we lose more time at the start of the stint because we use the tire less, and then the other drivers use the tire more over the stint. I could explain the gaps, actually. Like, let's see again here. Like here again, I felt the rear dancing around before locking up. Yeah. Exactly, Zob. So if you want post seat brake pedals, I mean, I assume like, yeah, Gregor really wants to throw the P2 away. I see. What? 1.254 cut that costs me time. I love the new Fuji track limits. And welcome everyone, guys. Odani, I would love to, but I need to go, unfortunately. And I shouldn't put too much stress also on my arms because I got a vaccine yesterday. So yeah. Lower motor map, thanks Kirosi. See, that's what I mean, I have the best engineers in the chat. Thanks Kirosi again. Let's see if I go here more to the left side. And then use the... Yeah, almost. Let's go even lower. One lap to go, easy. Even only 26 laps then, nice. Okay, there I wanted too much. But it's more, I think, the rear that locks up, actually. But I rather have the rear locking up than the front. Let's give the BMW driver a chill time here. The livery looks quite cool, actually. Like here, I feel the rear is basically now at the end of the stint dancing. And it's just about on rails. Like, I think if I would be a bit more aggressive with the setup, it might be then too much at the end. So the setup is quite nice, I think. So I will send this to... I will send this in, guys, so if you have Delta, you can try the setup out on Fuji. I think it's quite nice. I would like to hear your feedback on. So if you have Delta, you can get the setup and try it out. I think it's quite easy to drive, especially if you don't go too aggressive on the ARPs. Yeah, Marco Wittmann's car, yeah, looks really nice. Alright, guys, come on. Over the line! Nice P2. And at the end, we really could have kept up with P1, although he changed his tires. That's crazy. Really wild. Let me just quickly save the setup. With the values I wanted to have. That's okay. Yeah, that should be fine for you guys. Let me save it quickly. CDA 3. I think it's 499p. Fuji GSR. Yeah, okay. Let me quickly send it to my mate and then it should be up in Delta. I guess. Where is he? Bro, what's happening with my streaming deck? Oh, a really nice race, I have to say. We're getting there. Hey, MMM again. Yeah, like, you know, I think it's important, and I say this in every stream. You know, I share this journey of mastering the hypercars with you together because I want to show you that it's not like, at least for me, like a Switch. Like, I can be... You need to invest the time to really get the feel for the car, know what it likes, know how you should handle it, right? And so none of you have like the misconception that those crazy pros can do those lap times from like 1 hour instantly, in my opinion. If they can, then mate, heads off, like you're crazy. But at least so for the normal people that, you know, to see, hey, it's all about dedication, discipline, and putting in the work to know how to drive the car. Like, I mean, you see myself struggling, right? And I don't feel bad about it because it's the normal process of learning or, you know, taking a new challenge on. So, let me see, where is the legend himself? Let me see. There you go. Good old File Explorer. There's low light on the campfire. Yeah, I know. It's a bit of a specific mood, I guess. Because I didn't have like the lights of the room on, you know, mate. But I guess if you have any questions regarding the hypercars, feel free to pop them out into the chat. Settings, Fuji. And then for the quali set, honestly, just reduce the fuel, I would say. Go to 4 laps. And then you'll be happy, honestly. For example here. Now look, if I go in-game again, I think I need to also get a new scene where you don't see all those cameras here, so you see a bit more of this. But look, the Ferrari from him. We did also a 0.1, 0.5 something and whatever. So let's look. I think we even got like a new best lap. And I think we can, like, the 0.1s are possible, you know? I use TC override in some corners like exit turn 1 if it's necessary. But honestly, it's not that important, mate. Like, I think right now it just kills your tires more than you gain. So I wouldn't do it. If you ask me, you know? So we stayed on the rating, I guess. We gained driver ranking. Mamma mia, 9 positions gained. Let's go. So, let me see. The daily we did, guys, was whack. I would wish to do one more, but I just don't have the time for it. But we'll do something else in the meantime. Like, look, Isaac Gillison, 28.8. This is like a... I think he was driving for Ferrari Esports. So this is like a lap time we can, you know, use as a reference where we need to be at some point, okay? So what do I see just by looking at this lap time, right? You see a 31.788. With the wing we are on, this is not possible. So this shows you that if you want to go for ultimate lap time, you will need to run a lower wing setup for this track. Like you see that immediately here. Look where we are. We are here with a 5.74. Like we do a 32.169. We can do a 0.0, 0.9 maybe if we nail it with fresh tires in the first sector. But a 0.7 with the wing we are on is not really possible. Like you have basically 2 corners. You know, so you need to essentially build the setup around the long right-hander that you almost drive it flat out. Basically, that's what you see, remember, because that's still part of the first sector. Middle sector, I don't remember what I did, but last sector I did also 0.7. And if he's losing time in the last sector to us, this already shows you that it will be wing related mostly. So this is how you can also, you know, if you know a bit about what your sectors can do, where you maybe need to go into the direction with the setup, or at least try it out. Maybe it's still high wing and we just need to improve as a driver even more. You know, it's always like, you need to always be objective, you know? And that's the cool part about it, you know? About mastering those cars. I wish I would have the sector, but you know what we can do? You know? We will go into the practice session for a bit of, let's see. I will wait till till the timer runs out, and we'll just do a bit more laps till I need to head out, just to show, or maybe try just some different things, you know. For example, because from the testing we did like the last days, you can get quite good amount of rotation with lower wing, but with the lower wing, you need to then find another, you know, direction with the setup to counteract the instability. So, for example, the setup now with the higher wing, you can basically drive it as a safe setup, I guess, because I think it's pretty hard to spin, but it depends, of course, on how you drive overall. So this is like, if you have Delta, you can try it already out. I might, let's see what races we will do now on Sunday and Monday. What I will build setup-wise, or if I need to practice for the special event next week. So yeah, we'll see. But I think the practice server should be up now again. And yeah, also happy birthday at that point to LMU, of course. Like, it's nice to see the comeback they did, you know. So if we go here, we join the practice in the wonderful Ferrari. You know what I will do? We were on quite a high wing. I will halve the wing and go down on the rear right side, and we'll see what happens. Because this will show you maybe, and myself, how hard it is to get it working or not, you know. And also it might help you to just see that the highest wing, even in those cars, might not be the best way, you know. So let's see. And if it's wrong and we spin, you know. Easy as that. See, I go 6 clicks down on the right side too. And then let's just head out and see what the car's doing. Although, let me quickly, I need to do here also this here, I think. Yeah, but, and Mattia, that's what I mean, you know, mate? I was running now pretty much almost max wing, you know? So, and it feels good to drive, don't get me wrong. I think a high wing setup is mostly really good for stability and learning the car. Like, for example, if you want to learn the Ferrari, just go on Delta and get the setup that I created now in the last days, where I just fine-tuned it, you know, and worked on a bit of a stable platform to learn the car. And now we can try to get into a, you know, setup maybe which is a bit more lap time focused. Hey Jay, yeah, I'm good. I was yesterday at the doctor and, you know, got a vaccine for, you know, FSME, I'm not sure what it's called in English. So I need to be, and we'll do like a bit of driving and then I need to head off. But I'm really happy and I'm just enjoying, you know, sharing the journey of mastering this hypercar with you guys together, you know. So we can do it basically together, you know. And if you haven't already, guys, make sure to join my Discord if you want to keep in touch and ask questions and everything, you know. And get notified when the stream is starting. For example, here, guys, you see on the outlap, would you say I'm running a low wing setup? Mostly not. Let's see now. First lap, full map, moto map, of course. We'll do a 4-lap run maybe. Yeah, 4-lap run, and then we can try. Like, would you think, normally, out of the box, that Fuji is a low downforce track? I for sure wouldn't. And what I just remembered is what I also need to put into account, of course, is Fuji, oh sorry, the less wing you run, the more, of course, or the less downforce you have, the less drag you have, so you need to brake slightly earlier. Like, look here, for example. Look, the car rotates way more on its own, and it's still almost more stable than on the high wing, funny enough. In terms of, I get understeer. So, it's a wild, wild joint. Let's look at the sector. Look, the sector was pretty bad, and it's still at 32.4. Yeah, I'm trying now, I think 5 or 6 out actually. So... Oh, yeah, that's really dangerous. You know? Oh my god, that's funny. It's way more planted also here in the last sector with the lower right height than... Yeah, I mean, I'm like, knock on wood, I didn't get fever or so, and I don't feel that bad. I still need to rest my arm a bit, you know. So we'll see. Let me see. Oh, I need to wait. Oh, I need to be careful with the tire, sorry, braking. And let's recharge our battery here. Let's see how much. It feels better, almost to drive, yeah? Like the other one is just so stable while still rotating, and this one is just, you get more rotation and it's also stable. Funny enough. And normally the lower right height on the rear guys helps you also with more traction, you know. So, and that's drag again also, right? Like here it's way more planted, that's wild. Let's see, I don't want to speak too much too early, you know. Yeah, good point, MMR. But we'll see now. Let's brake at 130 again. Yeah, a bit less downforce for sure. But it's okay. I'm rather more looking forward to the... Maybe I can go now even more backwards. Let's see. And the question is also, of course, if Gillison took a new tire in the pit stop. Because then you, of course, will do those lap times for sure easily. So don't also take too much for the leaderboard lap times. It's a good reference for you to try some stuff out, but you always can change, you know, the tires in the pits. Just so you don't get yourself too much beat up, guys. Just focus more on yourself and use it more for inspiration to see if you should try different setup approaches. Let's see. This lap should be a good indicator, I think. And welcome everyone, and thanks for all the support, guys. If you enjoyed the stream, feel free to leave a like, join the Discord, subscribe, and let's enjoy this journey together. So let's break a bit again a bit earlier. Yeah, see? I have way more trouble with the lower wing on the braking to stay out of the lockup because I have less downforce, you know? Which is pretty nice. Do I need more rotation? Maybe. Or can I live with more? Yeah, see? Definitely possible. And I need to increase the battery load again. But I like the lower right side actually. It's a nice thing to explore. To double check. Like here, see? It was just my own skill issue thing on the X because I didn't open the steering when I went onto the power. But it's a really, really nice way for you guys to just explore different setup options, you know, as I do. So let's see. Remember, Gregor, you want to be on the brakes maybe now at 140. Let's see. Yeah, almost too early. No. Let's see, how much do we gain? Yeah. We get more downforce on the front now. Easy. Lol. Yeah, this corner is easier with the lower right hand. I think it's also a bit driving style related, what you prefer more, you know. Well, that's not a bad lap. If you think about, I lost for sure 2 times here. And what will this be? 0.6, yeah. Look, last sector will be quicker than the P1 lap time. And look. So, long story short, let's try to add a bit more rotation to this setup. Actually, let me, yeah, I should have time, yeah, that's fine. And the low wing setup will be like a 0-2 in Delta. I will save it as 0-2. So you can try then out if you are like more a high downforce person, you know, which gives you more, or if you like the lower wing with less aggressive rake, and then it's more a stable platform. So it really varies what type of driver you are also, I think, in my opinion. So the question though now is, Gregor, if we have now a lower wing and want to still add more rotation, do I want to go down on the wing, or do I want to go up on the right head again? Let me think. Or do I want to get the rotation differently? I have an idea. We can actually also go down on the coast. Let's try this with 2 clicks. Because it should work normally. Let's see. I mean, it also depends on the preload rerun. But yeah. And welcome everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a good time. And we'll see how this run will go. I think I got new tires, right? Yep. I love building setups. Because it's like doing like a puzzle almost, you know? Or like 4D chess more. I think is a better example. This was, by the way, the battery. It's always the battery. Come on, full battery power. And now I'm excited to see if it changes with the... Like, look, I already feel here on the outlap the 2 clicks down on the diff coast. Yeah. And we can say that also because we have tire warmers. If we wouldn't have tire warmers, no chance. We'll be understeering everywhere in the first laps. And also be careful with the downshifts. You want to do it aggressively. But now comes the but though. If you do them too aggressively in the lower gears, where you have no downforce helping you to slow the car down and give grip, oh boy. You will be able to lock the rears a bit up, you know, quite easier. So you need to be careful in that regard. But this feels quite nice. Yeah, Halan, yeah, always. You only want to reduce the brake force if you aren't able to drive really around the non-ABS behavior, you know. Other than that, you want to drive 100 brake force. That was way too late, by the way. I still recovered though quite nicely. How the hell are we still only 200s down? Okay. Maybe try one click down on the up too. Because the diff pose for sure works. Short shift here. Yeah, it's not that of a problem. Now Gregor go down maybe on the motor map. Like, look, I can... This corner now is way more planted, even with aggressive downshifts. So... I'm really looking forward to see what you guys say. Okay. Let's go. Funny. A bit more downforce. Just a bit. Oh boy. Poor Lambo. And then here, one tip again from my side. Don't try to cut too much like I did right now over the curb because of this unsettlement. It will take way longer till you can accelerate. Let's give it one more run. But it's super exciting. Like such a that the setup feels like this on the lower wing is mental. I see. Okay, it's the hypercar I had in the Porsche livery or RSR. Come on. Let's see. That was amazing. Really nice. See, initially the unders here. That's all. Fix this and the entry is perfect. This is just... If you go too aggressive on the power there at the curb. Yeah. Good job from Mr. Stratman. Alright, so I will try one more run. One final run. And I want to play a... Should I try this? Let me... Yeah, okay, I'll try with the front toe. I'll give the front toe a try, and then I will save the setup as R02. And then you know it's slow downforce, guys. Can I write some notes in it? Alright. I will write into the notes slow downforce, then you know it. What do you mean, Michael? And welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, guys. Yeah, one more run. 4 more laps I can do, time-wise. Oh, good, bro. No stress. Like, I think always on those practice servers, it's unlucky if something like this happened, but they're also trying their best. As long as they don't take someone intentionally out, right? But as long as that, everyone just gives their best. Alright. So guys, if you enjoy those streams where I talk a bit about my setup approach, how I think about building a setup, feel free to leave a like. If you want, you can leave a follow. Supports the channel a lot. And thanks, by the way, for the follows from Sister Avli and Blown Away Flower. Thank you. Hey Jimmy, how are you? All good? Did you try the new update? What's your verdict, mate? It's pretty funny to test those different philosophies out, and at the end, it's almost against your not intuition, but it's just fun, you know, to see how your assumptions sometimes, you know, are wrong. Like, for example, this setup has half the amount of clicks of wing than the first one we built. And it literally, even on this track, feels better. At least for me. Yeah, that's why I also drive now the hypercars, Jimmy. Like, the GT3s are now on an esport level not really enjoyable to drive because you need to almost not trail brake at all. And now we have this one here, look, where immediately if I have a skill issue I get penalized. So I like this way more. And the best part is I locked the rears and I didn't spin. And I mean, if you look at Kevin Esra's pole lap at, where was it? Le Mans, he also locks the rear like, you know, on motorbikes, like his entry. And it's the same here now. I think you can do this to some extent. I mean, it's still not perfect, don't get me wrong. But it's at least fun and more intuitive to drive till now. Yeah, Michael. At the end, we are also only humans. And enjoy sim racing, you know? Look. There was a wing on the right side. Oi, oi, oi. And always be careful with over-rotating in terms of if you release the brakes and trail brake and steer too much like this, see? For example, I only did one click of negative toe on the front. And this happened. Now the question is it causation or correlation, you know? So let's see. Oh, no ABS, I wanted to go down here. Okay, a bit of an inside lockup early on the power. Drive a bit. Oh my god, look at this. But I think this is also tire related, like the tire is at its best here with the temp. Let's see. Okay, the entry bite is way better, but mid corner it just goes. So, let me see. For now. Man, I mean, to be honest, I think personally, I would say if you drive against like some content creator, you can be happy because they will drive, I think, always more clean and careful than the average, like most of the average drivers actually. Like I drove against Jimmy 4 years ago, 5 years ago in ACC on Monza, and it was like a battle for 30 minutes, you know. It's on my YouTube channel actually. So it was the year where Alonso defended against Hamilton at Hungaroring, because the race was also at Hungaroring. But anyway, let me think. I will, for you guys, save the setup without the toe adjustment because it gives more mid-corner unders here. And then you will still have a nice balanced low downforce setup to try out. Ah, you blame Jadia. I think you drove with Jadia this race actually, right? Hey Fabio, what's up? How do you like the new tire model? Yeah, and then it's like, yeah, you were driving in the Bentley, I think, if I recall correctly. It was super cool. And Motorsport UK, thanks for the follow on YouTube. Oh, sub. I always get disturbed. Yeah, it's nice, right? I have to say, personally, I'm a bit still in the learning phase. Upsala. But I like it. I always love to learn stuff in sim racing. Be it last year in sport, be it now the hypercars. Because I drove them 1 year ago and I felt quite good on them. But now it's so different and it's again takes time to adjust and whatsoever. So yeah, it is what it is at the end, right? As long as you have fun and enjoy sim racing, I think that's the goal. If you're 1 second off 10, it's just about fun at the end of the day. And I think if more people would drive with that mentality, would have more cool races, but that's a different topic. Other than that, guys, thanks for tuning in. I need to drive now my fiance to her event and rest my arm a bit because after the vaccine, it's not swollen, but you feel it in the muscle, you know. So thanks for tuning in. Nice, Jimmy, for you that you popped up into the stream. It was nice chatting to you. And Fabio, wish you all the best. Michael also on YouTube, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the follows. And I see you in the next stream, which will be on Sunday, because tomorrow I need to go to a family birthday. Yeah. Already excited, so yeah. Hex also bye-bye. And I wish you a lot of fun and good races. Also, Harlan, bye-bye. Stay patient. If you drive the hypercars, just stay patient. You saw what happened in the race. All the people who want too much and drive with the knife between their teeth, they all spin out suddenly. So just be patient. Focus on the corner by corner. Don't stress about it. And yeah. Bye-bye. And I see you in the next stream.